It's morning. It's real cold. The temperature dropped last night and got real cold. It's really cold this morning. We're getting everything packed up. All we got to do is take down the hot tent. Everything else is pretty much loaded and ready to go. Chris has been calling intermittently all morning. And Ryan is posted up on that little hump right there, just keeping his eyes open just in case a moose is coming in before we roll out. So we got to grab our meat off the gravel bar, and then we're pretty much ready to go. Yeah, Ryan just waved to me. He said he sees a moose, but he said he's just waving like it's way too far for us. Too far away. But dang it. Oh well. Alright, we're gonna finish loading up these boats, and we'll check in with Ryan, see what it is that he's looking at.
Mr. $10 man, let me tell where you're bound. Drink your green liquor, Lord, you roll to the ground. Well, you come around here with your money in your hand. Taste of my woman. Where you die, where you stand. Well, the Snake Mountain Blue.
So, got all the gear loaded up this morning. Raced up to our little knob. It's only 100 yards off our camp, and did pick up a moose. He was about 3 miles away upriver. He was a young bull. He was sublegal, but cool to see one anyway. So we're loaded. We're gonna grab the meat off the bar, and we got a lot of miles to cover. I think we're moving about 30 miles today or something like that, so we got a long float.
How heavy does it feel?
Man, I don't know.
That up again.
It's
I
like,
want to see the fronts. How come we didn't judge this as bigger?
I don't know.
Even looked at the picture in the tent last night. Trying to
It's another one of those days where it's like we just got to our first moose spot, and we weren't even to the top of the knob yet, and there's a giant bull. It was almost too fast.
Crazy.
But this is a beast. Fools to pass on this little thing, but we got him anyway.
Well, my daddy, Lord, he rides on a long, homely train. The first wind's a winter, I see him again. And it's farewell in this yellow-headed misery I've known. Snake Mountain's calling me home. Well, the Snake Mountain Blues got me down low, and I could die. And in the morning, ain't no one would know. Well, my woman, she come around, my body she find. Go down to Dundee. Have her a time. Have her a time.
Well, we just we docked the boats down there, pulled them up to the gravel bar, and Chris is setting up camp. So Brian and I just boogied up to this knob. We got a really good vantage up here. You can see a lot. There's quite a bit of fresh sign down at the bottom. But we got a really good spot to glass tonight until it gets dark. And first thing in the morning. But it looks awesome up here. Looks really good. So I just gotta find him. This looks really good.
Wow, now we can really see lots of little ponds and meadows.
I see 3 cows across the river, way over there. Hopefully there's a bull with them, because it's a spot we could get to. But right now, just 3 cows out in the big meadow.
Hello, friends. Pardon the interruption. I've got a quick announcement, and then we'll get right back to the show. We're hosting a gritty movie night on February 13th, 2025, during the week of the Western Hunt Expo. Come and hang out with us at a theater in Salt Lake City and watch a brand new, never-before-seen, gritty movie on the big screen. There's going to be lots of prizes and giveaways. It's going to be a good time for all. For tickets, go to briancall.com/movie. We'll have more than $10,000 in prizes, and I promise this movie is going to be worth your time. It'll be like the old days when movies were good. It's going to be a fun night at the cinema. Hope to see you there. Again, for tickets, go to briancall.com/movie. All right, now let's get back to the show.
All right, well, we were just looking at those 3 cows, and I picked up a big old paddle in the trees heading towards them. So he's on his way. He's just to the left of them, working his way in. He looked like a good paddle. We'll see him when he gets out in the open, how big he is. He's got about 10 more steps, and he's in the clear. He's just staying in the timber. Man, they're big. Oh, here he comes. 10 more feet and he's in the open. Looks like a good bull to me, but I'm no moose expert. Dang. I'm pretty sure that's 4 brows I can see tucked. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he looks wide.
He looks wide, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I've noticed about moose? They're in no hurry to do anything. That moose I watched this morning, he stood in the same spot for 30 minutes, just like listening. We were like 3 miles away from him. I think he heard Chris with them big paddles. But he didn't move, really. Oh, there's no doubt this bull has got to be 50 inches plus. But let's hope he's got 4.
What time is it?
It's almost 6. We don't have a lot of time. We don't have any berms we can get on this side of the river. So we won't get any elevation. We'd have to cross.
There's really no elevation on these things.
No.
I don't want to blow them out.
No, that berm down there, we'd have to cross river, hike up, and hit that little berm on the other side, probably. Be able to shoot off that.
We got moose, Ryan. We got moose.
Got moose. That is good.
And we just need a plan to kill him.
Yeah.
So we can't
Cool.
we can't bust.
They're cool to watch.
We can't bust over there tonight.
You think? We'd have to zip those boats across real fast. And then run all the way to that knob. I mean, let's see. Let's determine how big he is
The wind's
first.
at our back right now.
Yeah. I thought I moved slow. These big bulls, they're so slow. They do nothing fast.
Yeah, I don't know. About when do they get dark?
It's gonna be dark about 8. It's getting pretty dark at 8. 8:30. We'll still have some light. I think it's about 6. Sure. Yeah, it's 6.
He's not gonna come away from these cows. You call him.
No, we're gonna have to go to him on this one. He's got too many ladies. So we zip across the river, we hit the bank, and we run through tundra, get to that knob.
That gray.
That gray.
Which way is the wind going?
That gray knob. I don't know what it's going to do down
Seems
there.
like it's-
Up here, it's going like this. He's out in the open right now, but his head is turned back. I can't see those brows yet. He looks like a pretty good bull. Big old dewlap. He's only got 2 brows on his left side. Can't see that right side though. But he hears Chris from 1,500 yards away, probably, from where Chris is, at least. He definitely heard him.
Yeah, he looks like a mature bull. Mm-hmm. He seems plenty wide. He's got 4 tines, 4 brows, and
Is he?
I don't know. I can't tell. I can try and zoom in a little bit.
On that right side here.
Man, it's tough. Oh, he looks okay. Oh, he's big, dude.
Yeah, he's a big bull.
He's a big bull. That is a big bull. It's crazy. You need him to like drop his head down so you can see. Yeah. Because when they lay flat, it's hard to see.
Paddles better.
Look at the
different coloration than Chris's.
Wow, the sun is different on him too. It can change quite a bit just on the.
Gosh dang it. Is it 3 or 4 on that right side?
He's big.
He looks big to me.
He's huge. He's. There's no way he's not legal. No way.
Shall we? Want to try it?
Yeah, I think. Did you plot that on a map?
I would say that's. Let me drop the pin.
Measure distance.
1,400 yards. Okay. Drop the pin right where's that?
Got it?
Got it.
All right, quick update. We bombed off the top of that mountain, got back to camp, and we've grabbed our pack rafts, and we're gonna make a play on that bull. before the sun goes down. Just because we don't know where he'll be tomorrow. And we got the light, we got the time. We're gonna cram that stalk in right now. Here we go.
We're running. We got the... No, he's gonna get up on this side and just see if he can phone scope it. But we're gonna boogie up this side of the river. We got the pack rafts, and we're gonna try to get on this bull tonight while we got him in our sights.
We actually don't have that far to go. It looks deceptive, like it's really far, but it's actually not. This side of the river's better than the other side. A lot better. It's open. Over there is thick and brushy, so we can cruise up this, crossing the pack rafts. We should be right on top of him. Definitely within 600 yards. Right here.
Alright, let's open those babies up and zip across this.
My raft's a little smaller, pumps up faster, but we're about ready to cross. Right, it's just about done. And I'll meet you on the other side. That wasn't pretty, but we made it. So hey, we're both a little bit wet, but it ain't bad.
Okay. Drop the waypoint where the boats are here.
We made it. We're on the right side of the river, downwind of the bull. Hopefully he hasn't gone far. Oh, that current took us both away. We're a little further downstream than we wanted. We should have hiked a little higher up, but that's all right. Got this raft here. We're good to go. Kill this bull.
All right. That bull is straight this way, so our knob might be a little down. All right. Trail down there.
Still there. We got plenty of light. We're almost on top of this knob, and we should have a shot from here, but I feel like we're getting awful close. here, and it's not very quiet. They can hear so well, and there's no wind, no cover sound. Hopefully they don't hear us or spook. Prevailing directions that way.
So this is the gray knob we were aiming for. It's right in front of us. We're just fingers crossed those cows didn't come too close to it when we creep over. We're hoping they're back kind of where they were. There's a lot of brush on that knob.
I can feel that wind switching. It's blowing against my back. It's been good the whole time. Hopefully it's just this little hill.
I can see a cow. I can see a cow, but she's getting into the timber. Glimpses of him. He's in the timber, so he needs to come out into this open. Get the gun ready. If he comes out in the open, we're good.
She's looking around.
Yeah. That bull is just in the timber. The cows are in front of him. What's that? Wind's good. Wind looks good. I can see his paddle right now. I just don't know if he's gonna come this way.
She's on alert.
Yeah. Wind is...
We live to fight another day if we don't blow this.
Yeah.
She's not putting her head down.
They just don't move that much.
She's looking up at the other one. Now she's looking right at us. I swear she can hear us.
They just fed right out of the meadow. And
This is sick.
see that cow?
Yeah.
If that bull would come try to get on her and get a shot. But he's a little standoffish.
Okay. She thinks it's starting.
Oh, I see that
I
paddle.
think Chris is calling.
Is he?
I think that's what has her looking. That could explain why the ears are perked
Yeah.
in his direction.
I can see that paddle.
He just turned his head. What? I said it. Oh, yeah. Dude, those are such big paddles.
What?
I need so much bone. Well, they just got further away from us. That bull was not bedded. He was just standing down inside a little hole. So we're gonna try to gain some elevation on him. We can see him. We're going straight at him. Can you see him?
I can see his backside.
Yeah, I see it.
Can't see his antlers though. Just over.
This darn bull, we could have shot him just now, but we can't get a big view of his antlers. And he just walked off.
He's close. camper. I gotta put that fourth brow tine on him, or really make sure now that we're this close that he's legal. So,
Yeah, we don't want to rush it.
Make sure, 100% sure. But he's gotta come out in the open. He's gotta square up. He's not one to do that right now. So. Let's hear your best. Let's hear your best. Cowboy.
Oh. He's down. Oh, dude.
Oh, he looks like a stud.
There's so much brush and debris in this is such crazy. Yes. That was wild.
What?
That was wild.
Dude, that was a hell of a stalk.
Did you like my calling?
You just called in a moose, man.
That was the worst sounding calls ever.
That was the weakest. That was the spindliest branch you could find. Barely wisping that tree, and they came blazing in. Those 3 cows are still standing right there.
Dude.
You called in the cows.
Yeah, and then
That
he
bull
had to
just
come. My stick was about 8 feet long.
And
It kept breaking.
Wow. Is it dry out there? That's the question. But we made it happen, man. That was cool. Crossing a river all the way up here. They moved off into the timber. We called him back into the meadow where we first saw him. And he's down. That was crazy. That was one of the coolest. So we spotted him. What were we, 1,400 yards away? Went down, got our rafts. We only have 1 oar, so we 1-oared it across with 2 rafts, our packers. Got those put on the bank, and then we blazed up here to where we dropped a pin where he was. And we picked up his paddle, picked up the cows. There's one cow that's really tan. And then Brian called him out of the timber. He had gotten into the timber. So I told him to rake. Well, he raked, and he did his best cow sounds. And dude, he just called in 3 cows, and the bull came right behind him. That was pretty cool. And we got a bull down.
Man, that was a run and gun, get it done just before dark kind of stalk. It's like, oh, so cool to capitalize on another day in the hunt. I mean, that's just cool. We're not that far from the river.
Not into that ground.
Jeez, they're so big.
Got a head on that thing.
Holy cow. Jeez.
Look how big. How big he is. If we can get his head up. No.
Jeez, he looks huge. You look like you got it just fine. Don't bore me with it. Dude.
Trying to get that head in there. Can't do it. Oh. How do you take pictures with these things? Dang, they're big, man. So flippin' big.
We did it. We're not that far from the river, by the way.
We're
It's
not.
just-
We're not. This is a good pack out right here. So, man, wasn't really sure about this hunt. This is a first for me as far as moose go. I've been a part of other folks' moose hunts, but I've never had a tag for myself. So we got, I don't know, I think we hit it just right time-wise, and we got this place to ourselves, which is great. I mean, these bulls are rutting. It's on. And having Brian call this one in was pretty cool to watch. And seeing from where we saw him, we can see our glass and knob way across there. Getting all the way over here and getting this bull out in the open, getting a shot was pretty hard to beat, I'll admit. This moose hunting was a lot of fun. A lot of work, but a ton of fun.
Some of the best.
These things are amazing. These things are just incredible monsters. So cool.
Wow.
this is. Both sides, very similar. Big old shovel paddle.
Dude, this is just all spikes.
Such a cool, it's got the tines, shovels. All this going on up here. This will make you want to be a moose hunter. More than once.
Oh, what a brute. This is just, words can't express.
Oh man, no doubt. What a trip. What a trip this has been.
Yesterday was deader than a doornail.
We didn't see anything yesterday, did we?
Caribou. No, that was the day before. No,
No, we saw
That
a
was
group
just-
of caribou yesterday. That's right.
a few. No moose.
And we saw that one cow right before dark.
You saw
way up
a
on
moose
the hill.
early this morning.
Yeah.
But then we floated all day, packed all day, nothing. And then land here, moose, kill.
yes.
Thing is
So you just happen to go back to camp, grab those rafts, and zip across. That was fun.
so far we've been able to use the rafts, have saved our bacon on every single,
Every time.
every animal kill.
We'd be screwed. We got to our little spot that we picked out from the other side where we wanted to get to. We figured we'd have a shot from. That didn't quite pan out. They had moved into the timber. So we skirted up, got a little bit of elevation to where we could see this meadow a little better. And man, that calling, I could see just movement in the timber. A little bit of raking, a little bit of calling. The whole group came out. And with those 3 cows, they got to 100 yards from us, if not closer. And that bull just couldn't help it. And he had to come and stand right here and stare at us. So, and he gave us that nice broadside shot, which is what I was waiting for. I could have shot him straight up the middle. At that was close range. He was 175 again, and but I waited for him to get broadside, so he went down quick. He was just right here.
Wow.
But he's a beast. So, one of the reoccurring things that we always have happen is like, you know, that last magic hour or two before it starts getting dark, animals are moving, and you glass something up, like we glassed this bull up. And you're always like, do we have time? Do we not have time? And we figured we had about under 2 hours for sure, probably an hour and a half daylight left. And it's like, well, we could sit back and hope that he's there in the morning, or we just go for it, go as fast as we can, get here, get it done, get the shot while he's here. He hasn't moved off, and 9 times out of 10 it works. That you can get to places faster than you think, oftentimes. And I don't even know how many times we've hunted together now where we've got last minute, like, are we going to run out of light or not? And we just go for it, and we end up killing that thing right before dark, and tends to work out. So we made a play, we ran, we booked it, and we got a great bull out of it. Who knows if he'd have been here in the morning? He may have moved off. You know, they're all rutted up. He could have moved off and bedded up somewhere and didn't hear our calls or whatever. Just got away from these cows. But we did it.
Better fly for I deuce my 44.
Where to start with this beast? We'll go front shoulder first.
You caping him at all? Just gonna try to keep some hide. It's pretty.
Let's take some hide.
Dude, we're not that far from the boat. Keep whatever amount of the hide you want. 100 pounds compared to everything else we got on there.
Big square of it. Yep. Working in a swamp. It's about 550 yards to the river.
From where we're standing?
Yeah. Yep. Oh, okay, well, we just got done breaking down the moose. We ended up skinning it out. Gonna tan that hide. And then we've got a crud ton of game bags here. We got a mess of stuff. And now we're gonna get back to camp. It's almost 1:30 in the morning. So we got the hide laid out, moose head, and all these bags that we will be shuttling first thing in the morning to the river, which is 550 yards from here. So we're gonna bring this little sled drag thing that might help kind of get these quarters to the river where we can get our pack rafts and haul it down to camp. So that's the plan, but until then we're gonna find our way back to camp and grab some food because we're starving.
That was a grind. About 5 hours of butchering, throwing everything into game bags, hide set aside, head, gut piles over there, and hopefully nothing messes with it tonight, no grizzlies. And then we'll be back in the morning. All right, we made it back to the boat, and we got a small leak in Ryan, so he's on a timeline. As soon as it's pumped up, he gotta go.
Oh, it's pitch black out there. It should be fun. These night floats are great. Thankfully we got bright lights on, but just gonna hop in this thing, get out there, float out around the corner. Our camp's about 400 yards from here, so
Yeah. It's not that deep. People who are worried about us rafting in the dark, it's about knee deep, and in a couple spots maybe up to your waist, but it's pretty shallow. We were hitting bottom all day. I kind of rode this like a skateboard in the shallows. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, trucking along.
yep. It's always fun. This is our second night pack out with the rafts.
Sunshine beating on the good times, moonlight racing from the grave, string band playing more of that honky tonk's pretty young thing going dancing in the rain. High heel lady spitting at the Nicky Jacks, businessman with a needle and a spoon, coyote chewing on a cigarette, pack of young boys going howling at the moon. Hey darling, sleeping on the blacktop. Hey darling, running through the trees, honey. Hey darling, leaving for the next town, letting my sense catches up with me. Three dead in a crash on the number 4. 2 witnesses blown up high. Not sure whose will be done. You can call me a sinner for wondering why. Hey darling, sleeping on the blacktop. Hey darling.
Your palms are. Look at this. Look at this.
I know.
Brow-tine. Man. He is super cupped on the paddles. Imagine if they laid out flatter.
No kidding.
Yeah.
He's L-shaped too. I mean, those brows just...
He drops down.
Yeah.
His beams. That is a good bull. Good bull. The brow tines make it.
Right?
Like this,
Pretty
look at
uniform,
look at the character on this brow tine. This one drops
5
and 5.
brows. Rounded, it's kind of squared off on the tops.
Yeah, he's got some points up there. Not too bad. Not like the one I got last year. It's just flat. That's a good bull.
No bear on it.
No bear.
Not yet.
Thankfully.
No,
We just got lots of trips, 500 yards.
Yeah. 540.
540
Ryan
yards.
was
to the
40
right.
over the limit, but we'll let it slide this time.
Man, those fronts are just so cool.
Sunshine beating on the good times, moonlight racing from the grave. String band playing more of that honky tonk's pretty young thing going dancing in the rain. High heel lady spitting at the Nicky Jacks, businessman with a needle and a spoon. Coyote chewing on a cigarette, pack of young boys going howling at the moon. Hey darling, sleeping on the blacktop. Hey darling, running through the trees, honey. Hey darling, leaving for the next town. Lesson my set sketches up with me. Creeping in a crash on number 4. 2 witnesses blown up high. Not sure whose will be done. You can call me a sinner for wondering why. Hey darling, sleeping on the blacktop. Hey darling, running through the trees, honey. Hey darling, leaving for the next town. Lesson my set sketches up with me. Corn liquor tastes sweeter than this.
That looks awkward.
Heavy.
That little stone is about maxed out right there.
It is.
She's tipping a little bit.
Yeah. I'm maxed out for weight.
Hey darling, leaving for the next town. Lesson my set sketches up with me. Lesson my sense catches up with me.
We got the boat loaded with moose. Moose rack, all the meat, everything. So now we just got a little, 500 yards, 600 yards, float back to camp. We'll get this meat out in the open, get it aired out, hopefully dried. Get some food. I think we're gonna make ribs tonight. Moose ribs for
About
dinner.
10 sets of ribs we're going to eat.
10 sets of ribs. Yeah,
A lot of ribs.
We're gonna chow down on ribs tonight. Open fire in front of the teepee. Feels good getting that whole bull out. Didn't take us, but it was about 4 hours.
Yeah, not even that. Got started around 2.
Dinner, ribs, whatever rub you got on those ribs, that'd be awesome.
I am ready for meat. Meat and more fluids, bone broth. And I need some hot chocolate for sure. You're the hot chocolate provider, Chris.
See that?
I hate to dip into your supply, but
He doesn't hate that at all.
Brian forgot
He
a
does
lot of
that
things
often.
on this trip. What are we up to? What's the count? Bipod?
So Brian,
I didn't know that I'd want hot chocolate till I got here. And that's an inconvenient problem.
let's go through the list though real fast, just so
Let's-
people know. So he didn't bring his hot chocolate. he didn't bring his bipod, right? He didn't bring the other oar for the pack raft. So
Look, that's because I don't own one, and I wasn't going to spend $400 for one.
And then he didn't bring something else.
It was something.
I should have called you and had you bring an oar.
Something else major
I
that he
didn't think
forgot.
we'd be using 2 boats at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 boats with 1 oar. I mean, I guess everybody saw you riding that.
Hey, look, the fact that
riding that boat down the river.
That's right.
That's what you get when you don't have an oar.
Who needs an oar? Ryan didn't even bring his. Didn't have to deal with it on the airline because his looks like an old building because it's got 50 patches. I talked about.
We weren't super
like,
confident in mine.
Ryan,
this trip.
Bring yours, and you're like, I don't know if it'll
See, we
make it.
got mine that's got like 80 pieces of Tyvek tape covering the bottom, or your brand new Caribou. For a trip like this, we went with the new one.
Unfortunately, the big raft had, after Pedro and Brady got a hold of it, at least 3 holes in it.
I think it was sabotage.
Literally.
I think Pedro.
It was blown up once and
Pedro.
floated across with Pedro. And
Pedro went real sabotage on this one. He didn't just fake sabotage.
Popped holes in my
Put holes in it.
brand new raft.
Yeah.
Someone's getting a hold of me. All right, let's go get some ribs.
Food time. Brian, you gotta quit eating all your snacks.
You hug that edge of that island and deep enough, within 10 feet of it.
Sure beats packing it.
That water's dropping like 7 or 8 inches.
This is the best way to haul moose meat.
It's the only way to haul
This
moose
makes it
meat.
nice. There.
Caribou.
Valve is leaking too.
Gasket covers that.
Okay, test it out. See if she holds.
Show me that leak you just fixed.
Alright. Oh, the boat's first piece of Tyvek tape right there. Woohoo! Easy, quick fix. Stuff's magic. But in a couple years, this boat's gonna be loaded up with it. Yep, just slapped it on there, got it dry, slapped it on, put it in the TP a little bit, got some heat to it, tacked up that glue, good to go.
We'll see.
Yep.
Hopefully it holds. Got the hot tent going, trying out some stuff. It's not raining at the moment, so that's nice. But it looks like we have a day of rain, maybe. We'll see. It's pretty nasty out there.
2 of these caribou are going to 2 different families, so you don't just come out here for yourself, you know. Gotta take care of other people.
Absolutely. Look at that. Woo-wee.
Alright, well, we're loading up. We've got more rafts going today. We've got, Brian's going to be in the small pack raft with 2 caribou. I think 2 caribou worths of meat in there in the pontoons. And then we got the big boats loaded up. And we've got the moose hide.
Lampers had the moose hide.
Moose hide laid out.
You could see the imprint on the ground here, where he had his 8 by 10 foot moose hide laid out, but it froze solid as a rock, so he just had to put it inside the teepee.
It's like a sheet of plywood.
Let's go take a look.
It's like a sheet of plywood right now.
It is like a sheet of plywood. We managed to fold it in half. Remember how that happened to us in New Zealand with the tar?
Yeah.
Left it laying out, froze solid. It was a rookie move. Ryan knew better.
So, it's the advantage of having a hot tent. Just fold it in half and you bring it in, heat it up.
Yep. Takes up the whole Red Cliff. Like, you just have to see it in person, man. It just, that's a cool hut. I'm so anxious to see what you do with it.
Yeah.
In the end.
That's a thick, big hide.
Yep.
It's bigger than a sheet of plywood. Much bigger. But it'll be cool.
Well, we're just about loaded. Chris has got this pack raft roped into the back of his pontoons, and he's got 2 moose quarters in there, trying to get his overall boat up off the ground, get a little more carrying capacity. But I've got the my pack raft, the bigger one up there, loaded with 2 full caribou, like all the meat, hide, and a cape. Only thing I don't have in that raft is the caribou heads. They're on Ryan's raft right there. So we've greatly expanded our carrying capacity with these 2 pack rafts. Hopefully this rig works the way Chris has it set up on the pontoons, and it actually rows pretty decent and doesn't cause too much trouble. But yesterday he was sunk so deep in the water, every little rock or sandbar got caught on it, and his frame was dragging in the water as well. Now the frame's up off the water, so should be okay. Should float a lot faster today. Long day ahead of us.
Oh yeah. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's gonna be warm, sunny. Your favorite.
20 miles of floating.
I'm an old man now, bound for glory. Time to lay these burdens down. Had enough of this old world worry. Gonna trade my troubles for a crown. I will make my way across the fields of cotton and wade through muddy waters one last time. And in my dreams I come out clean when I reach the other side, west of where the sun sets, where rainbows never die. I've got one last thing to do, one more mile before I'm through. side, west of where the sun sets, where the rainbow gonna die. I'm an old man now.
Hey folks, I hope you guys enjoyed that gritty film. This YouTube channel is exclusively hunt films. There's no other content published here. So if you like this video and you want to see more like it, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you have not already, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a gritty film production. And if you want to see more behind the scenes gear discussions and other podcast content, check out our other YouTube channel, Gritty Gear and Podcast. And for gritty discounts, events, and merch, check out our website at briancall.com.